Hey, Gnarly Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Groundfog. I don't actually know if Groundfog's still here. He left that at 9:29, so he was here first. But hopefully he comes back. All right, so let's talk about some things while we're here. So a week ago, I did a video about um, about replacing my regular EDC gear with gear from Walmart that I had a budget of $30 for, and I had to carry it for 1 week. So that was completed yesterday. Today I went back to my normal gear. But I want to talk about how that worked. So with that, I got a watch by George to replace my normal EDC watch, which is my Citizen Echo Drive. And it was a $10 watch. I didn't expect much out of it. You got your Mini Militar. Let me tell you something. The Mini Militar is a great, great knife. I love that knife. I have two of the full-size Militars. I have not gotten the mini one yet, but I want it. It's on my list. So I'll get around to getting that one. Hey, Louie. Hey, Gerald. How are you? Welcome to the channel, folks. So like I was saying, I replaced my normal EDC gear with stuff I bought from Walmart. I bought an Ozark Ozark trail knife for $5, multi-tool for $5. I bought a pen and watch, and so I replaced all my gear with stuff I got from Walmart. And surprisingly, the gear from Walmart held up. Wasn't bad, you know. The knife was probably the best part of it. The knife, believe it or not, $5 drop point Ozark trail knife, not the orange grail, was just the green, the olive green, probably, if I had to guess, 440A steel. They don't even list the steel on the package. That worked real well. I used it for a whole week. I cut boxes with it. I cut rope with it. I cut tape. I used it every day to cut up my lunch. And it actually held a really good edge and held up fine. The watch by George, it looks like a knockoff of a Casio G-Shock, and that actually worked really well. It was comfortable. It worked, kept the time properly. It actually has a better backlight than my Casio G-Shock because it basically uses a Timex Indiglo style backlight, which is much brighter than what's on my Casio G-Shock. So the pen worked fine, but with the pen, it did scratch all around the outside. Usually I walk around and I have my titanium pen by Flightanium and other pens as well, but that's one of the main carry ones. The pen I got from Walmart was from a company called Pen and Gear. Nice pen, writes really well. Hey, Kelly White. Hey, Neil McKenzie. How are you guys? So, those work really well. I want to make, Kelly, I'm going to make you a moderator. And Neil, I'm going to make you a moderator. Okay. So with that, and Norley, you should be I know you should be a moderator as well. So I'm going to make you a moderator. So the only thing that was wrong with the pen, like I said, it wrote really well, but the finish on it had this painted rubberized blue finish. It got scratched all to hell, banging around the pocket. What really was bad, the multi-tool. The multi-tool's knife was very sharp, but the rest of the tools on it are cheap, really bad. I mean, there's a reason why it's a $5 multi-tool. But it got me through the week. Hey, El Cap Addict, how are you, buddy? El Cap Addict, you also need to be a mod. So, all right, perfect. So with that being said, I made it through the week, and I was so happy to get back to carrying my regular gear, my regular SOG Power Pint. The normal gear I carry all the time. It changes up. My Spyderco Persistence I carry today felt much more comfortable carrying these things, going back to my normal EDC watch, that sort of thing, going back to all that gear was just much more comfortable than all the Walmart gear, Hello, Goofy Face. Great name there. So there's that. By the way, upcoming, on Friday, thanks to the help of Metal Complex, he gave me a shout out, gave me a bunch of subs, and I broke the 1,000 sub mark. And I was really happy for that because it seemed like it took forever, but realistically, since October, I added 700 subs. So the channel's been growing at a really good pace, But yeah, so I was really happy about that. So we are going to have a giveaway to commemorate that, and we're going to go over what's in that. There's actually a bunch of prizes for the winner. It's going to be a really nice giveaway, so hang out, stay a while. We're not going to go past midnight, so this is going to be a shorter one, well, about an hour, and we're going to get to the winner in a little bit after we go over everything. So that's where that kind of lies. So this week we had a whole bunch of knives come in, and I've shot a bunch of videos on that stuff. One that was posted yesterday was about this knife here. This is a new knife from Flissa. It's a budget knife, but they've really stepped up their game. It's a nice looking knife, aluminum handles, 14C28N blade steel, Wharncliffe, just really nice knife. For the money. Regularly this sells for $26.99. Right now you can get it on sale on Amazon for, I think, $19 is what I paid for it. And, I don't know how long that sale is going to be going for, but it's just a nice blade, But really nice knife. I did a full review of that. I had some new stuff come in from Olight. I had this multi-tool pry bar that came in from them. Their new flashlight that came in, I did a review video on that. I had stuff come in from Cold Steel, did reviews on that. I had more stuff come in from Rosecraft, did reviews on that. Like I said, altogether, I shot 5 videos yesterday, so there's a lot of content coming up. I appreciate that, Kelly. I really appreciate you being here. Hey, War Room EDC, how are you doing, buddy? Dwayne Letterman, thank you for being here. So it's weird because I have my phone here with the chat on it, then I have another screen underneath where I can see the chat, but the one underneath is delayed over the live, so it's throwing me off a little bit. But that's a much bigger screen, easier for me to read than up here on my phone. So, like I said, I've got a bunch of videos in the tank that'll be coming out over the next couple weeks. I have new knives coming this week that I have another one coming from Rosecraft. I have I forget who else. I have a couple other knives. What's nice is a few of the knife companies have now wanted to work with me, so they've been sending knives, and you'll actually see that in the videos that the knives were provided. I let that be known right away, But so let's talk about something that's fresh on my mind. So, does anybody know who Nessmuck is? Hey, Ron Dobbins, how are you, buddy? So, for those who don't know, Nessmuck literally wrote the book on woodcrafting and camping. This book came out, I believe, in 1889. It was really the first book on woodcraft and camping, and it's still probably the standard to this day. Nessmuck, and his real name is George W. Sears, and he wrote for the predecessor of Field and Stream. I think back then it wasn't called Field and Stream, but it was called Woods and Stream or Forest and Stream, something to that effect. But this book has never been out of print since 1889. He literally, like I said, wrote the book on woodcrafting and camping. So much so that they named a blade style after him, the Nessmuck knife. And he was way ahead of his time. In a time when people would go out camping, they'd literally virtually bring their homes with them. He was preaching going ultralight in the 1800s. So all your through hikers and your backpackers now who count everything down to the lowest ounce, they have him to thank. He was way ahead of his time with that. So I am a big fan of the Nessmuck style knife. If you've never seen one, I've got 3 of them here. I have, first off, I have this one. This is a Watchman Nessmuck fixed blade, great knife. 14C28N steel, great jimping on the blade, great blade shape, really comfortable, great size for EDC. And if you don't know about Watchman knives, check them out. They're a Chinese company, but they make some quality knives at great prices. And this is the Nessmuk style knife, one of my favorites. So I have that one, and let's put that there. Then I have this one, which is a flipper from Gerber. It's another Nessmuk style knife. I love that kind of blade. It's just really awesome. And this is really, you can do bushcrafting, not necessarily with the folder, but with that style blade, you can do skinning, any type of thing that hunting requires, you know, and you could process meat with this. Like I said, you could skin. This will work really well. You can bushcraft with it, you can wood carve. So I have that one. And then I have this one, which is a bigger one. And this one is a Sativian. This one was designed by David Chen. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the right there, but this is a David Chen design. And this was part of the Sativian Zodiac series. This is a big chunker of a folding knife. I mean, with that choke up right there, that's how much comes down past my hand. And I wear an extra large glove. I don't have small hands. I have decent sized hands. This one, I would actually, because of how great the lockup is on this, and that nice brown micarta handle, and the way you can grip this, I would not be afraid to bushcraft with this. I have actually seen other Sativians, even though they're a budget knife company, although they're starting to make some more expensive knives now, but I have seen people put these through torture tests, and they hold up really well. You know, Tactical EDC put the ST128 through literally a torture test, and it survived better than Benchmades, better than Spyderco's, which, you know, I love those knives too. I have them. But if you've never used a Nessmuk style knife, definitely, whatchamacallit, definitely look into them. They're a great style. And there are a lot of others out there. Boker makes not Boker, I should say. CKRT now makes a Nessmuk in the minimalist series neck knife, really nice as well. Boker does have a larger Nessmuk knife. You know, the thing about Nessmuk is that he preached having basically 3 tools. One was a folding knife, which was more of a traditional knife back then, obviously. You know, it wasn't a modern locking knife like we have now. It was a 2-bladed trapper. He preached having the fixed blade Nessmuk style knife. And then he used to use a dual-sided axe. One side set for chopping, one side set for cutting, and it only had like a 14-inch handle, so it was really short. But he was able to survive out in the woods back then. You know, they would have to, back then, clear brush and everything else. It wasn't like when we go out camping now. Ron, I really want to go to Blade Show Atlanta. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I'm going to have the funds. Also, too, when it falls, it actually falls around my birthday, and I may have some other travel plans, so I'm not sure yet. But thank you, Tyler Brown. I appreciate that. And thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate that as well. So this is excellent, guys. 21 people in the chat, 21 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. So I just want to kind of touch on the Nessmuk style knives. And like I said, Ron, I want to go to Atlanta, the Blade Show. I don't know if I want to fly down there because I'm up here in New Jersey, and dealing with the airports here is miserable. Just bottom line, dealing with the airports is miserable. What I may look to do, and I haven't run this by my wife yet, I'm going to at some point. She's going to watch this tomorrow and find out anyway. But I was thinking about taking an Amtrak down, going down like Thursday by Amtrak, getting there overnight, probably for Friday, and doing the show Friday. Or even getting there Friday and doing the show Saturday, and then leaving, just be there for one day and then leave Saturday night by Amtrak and head back home. I've always wanted to do a long train trip anyway, so that could be something a lot of fun. I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about. You know, again, my wife has a big say in this. You know, as all. Thank you, War Room. I appreciate that. And War Room, I'll make you a mod if you don't mind. Okay. So that's the story with Blade Show Atlanta. I definitely want to go, but I don't know if it's going to happen. What is going to happen, though, is I'm going to be going to the New York Custom Knife Show in August. That, I think it's like the middle of August, like August 6th, the weekend of like August 16th, somewhere in that area. I want to go to that one. One, it's closer to home. And believe it or not, even though it's the New York Custom Knife Show, it's taking place in Jersey. So just like the Jets and Giants play in Jersey, even though the New York teams, just, we won't go there. But I want to go to that one because that's going to be interesting as well, because that's going to have, there are going to be some of your standard knife makers there. I'm sure Benchmade will be there and some of the others. I haven't seen the vendor list yet, but it's mostly going to be comprised of custom knife makers. So that'll be interesting to see, you know. Hey, Robert Willoughby, how you doing, buddy? So, you know, there's that. I think that's going to be a fun one. I'm trying to get a bunch of people from the knife community who are in the area to go to that one in August, because that one's going to be one that a lot of people aren't going to go to. So if you go there, you're going to have content that other people don't have. Plus, I think it's going to be fun to meet smaller makers as opposed to just all the big makers. You know, although I know Blade Show Atlanta is the biggest and everybody's there. For some reason, folks, my glasses just keep sliding down on my face tonight, and it's really annoying me. So now let's talk about something else that came in this week that you're going to see a full review video on. And that is the Pickled Steel Freya. Got one of these, and that is a really nice knife. Just listen to the sound of that when that pops out of there. That is just, I don't know if you hear it by my microphone, but that's just a great, great sound, you know. But yeah, I really like this. FRN handles, which I am okay with FRN handles. As you can see, I have it on my, you know, my Persistence, my Spyderco Persistence. Weight is really nice on this. Not too heavy, great blade. Hey, Adventure Man. Hey, Adventure Man. Every time there's a giveaway and you wind up winning, I get faked out because it always shows up and starts to say Adventure and then not 50, but man. So you get me fooled every time with that. Yeah, the War Room, the Freya is a great budget knife. Absolutely. I'm really enjoying it. I also loved everything they included with the knife. You know, the stickers, it came with a lanyard. It was just packaged really nicely. It was a nice presentation. And for the most part, I don't care about presentation, but when you do get a nice presentation for a knife, I just think it's really cool, you know? So, what else came in this week? Like I said, I had a bunch of stuff come in. Not all of it is here on the table, and quite frankly, I just want to hang out with you guys. I don't feel like going to get that stuff. But, you know, in the last live, I had shown you the Best Techman, the Angry Owl. Man, what a knife. Watch my video if you haven't seen that one yet. That is such a good knife. You know, with the $50 price point, it's not super budget, but it's not super expensive. You know, if you're looking for a quality knife at a really good price that you will never regret buying, that Angry Owl is the one. They sent it to me, but man, I really like that one. 23 Hex 1312. Hello there. How are you today? So with that, you know, it's getting to be really cool that knife companies are starting to pay a little bit of attention to me, and they're sending me stuff, and I'm involved in some of the pass-around groups, and a lot of you guys are involved in the same pass-around groups, which is kind of cool, you know. But I also like that, I find that really cool because I get to see what other people think about something I've reviewed, or I watch their review and then see how I differ on it, and that's kind of cool. You know, you get to see that. You know, I have now 5 cold steel knives, and I like all of them. You know, the Finwolf is a great budget banger. The SR1 Lite is another budget banger. The AD10, I love that knife. And then, like I said, I have the Kudo now, which you'll see a review of coming out soon, of the Kudo. That's, you know, slip joint. And then I have the Mini Tac, which is a fixed blade neck knife that I really like. You'll see those in a review coming up. I think this week, maybe the week after. Depends on how the schedule falls with some of the other knives that I'm on a schedule to do reviews with. But that'll be out, you know. But yeah, I highly recommend them, because one thing, even though some of them are lesser steels, they do such a good job with the blade geometry, with the heat treatment. Those things are great. You know, I don't have a karambit in my collection. I really want to get a karambit, you know. Um, yeah, in fact, if anybody watches Forged with Fire, Doug Marcotta from Forged with Fire actually teaches classes not far from me. And I was actually going to register for one. And it's on basically fighting with a karambit. The class is like $60. I think it's like a 3 to 4 hour class. And I was thinking about it. Like I said, I don't have a karambit at this time, but I would definitely like to learn all about them and how to use it properly and whatnot. Because it's something I've never even played with one, you know, never even had the urge to, but I saw Doug was teaching the class, so, you know, I don't know if he's actually teaching it, but it's part of his school, and it's being done locally. It's about, I was looking at it on the map, it's like 35 minutes from my house, so, yeah, we really want to check that out. You know, that's another thing. I don't have anything by Fox Knives. I hear they're good stuff. You know, Doug is a dangerous man. You know, it will kill. When he says that, I don't take it lightly. You know, Ground Fog, I think they still make that same trainer. I was looking at that online, because one of the things they require you to have when you take the class is a trainer, a karambit trainer, because obviously they want you to strike and strike hard, but they don't want anybody to get hurt. So, nice. Nice, War Room. You gotta let us know. You gotta let us know what you think of that. So, I'll have to check that out. 23 hex. I'll definitely have to check that out, because I don't. I guess again, I don't know much about them because I've never really used them. But I'll definitely take your advice on that. Check it out, and like I said, I'm probably going to wind up getting the trainer. And by the way, if anybody wants channel stickers, I've got a new batch of channel stickers in, just like that one. Hit me up at adv50@gmail.com, and I will link that in when this gets posted. I'll link that down there, and I'll gladly send you out some channel stickers. So, Wesley Taylor, hello there. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Adventure 50. So, all right. We all know why we're here. Everybody wants to try and win the prize package. So without further ado, let's go through what we have in the prize package and not listen to me ramble anymore. So we're going to start off with what everybody starts off with. We're going to move some stuff out of the way. We have stickers. First sticker up from Big Red EDC, Saturday Night Live. We then have a Zax Stuff sticker. We have another Big Red EDC sticker. We have a Weld and Carry, the original sticker. We have a Weld and Carry, the new sticker. We have a Kaiser Drop Bear sticker. We have a Blade HQ sticker. And a lot of these people are definitely friends of the channel. If you're into magnetic fishing, Magnetic North magnet fishing, a very good channel if you like watching magnet fishing. I do. I find it fascinating what these people come up with. We have a NAF sticker, because you can never have enough NAF stickers. Then we have, whoops, we have a Tin Man magnetic fishing sticker, another great channel. We have a Blade HQ Knives Rule Forks Drool sticker. We have a Wendy's Excellent Adventure sticker, I should say. Then we have a QSP sticker. We have a Vosteed Raccoon sticker. We have a Smoky Mountain Knife Works sticker. We have a Vosteed Thunderbird sticker. We have a Berkel Cerakote sticker. We have a Flying Arrow Magnetics sticker. We have another Kaiser sticker. We have another Wendy's Excellent Adventures sticker. We have another Smoky Mountain Knife Works sticker. We have one that not everybody's gonna have. A Best Damn EDC sticker. Got these from Tyler Martin. I got one of the sticker packs. Hey, Brian White. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, this is a Best Damn EDC sticker. And I know not everybody's giving those away. Then we have a Knives Fast sticker. Casey's channel is awesome, by the way. If you like kazoo, I've got a Rob's Nerdy Knife channel sticker for you. So, Rob's a fun channel. The kazoo could be a little bit overbearing, but I don't mind. It's fun. You know, I don't take what Rob does seriously. Not rephrase that comes out wrong. I actually love Rob's videos. I love his live stream, but he just has fun with it. And I think that is really important. I think the fun aspect people pass up. Hey, Ron Crow. You know, we have a Raybo 34 sticker. Raybo's got an up-and-coming channel. He actually sent me one of the knives that I've reviewed recently as a gift, which is really great. We have a White Mountain Knives morale patch. This thing's kind of big, but it's a cool looking patch. Then we have a Trash for Cash autism support dog tag, which is kind of cool. And then we have my stickers. So you're gonna get 2 Adventure 50 stickers. So that's where we lie with the stickers. A lot of stickers from a lot of different people. Now, what everybody wants to see and why we're all here, let's talk about some of the other stuff in the giveaway. First off, we have a flashlight from Olight. Yes, it's their base, the what you call it, the i3E EOS, and everybody's got 100 of these, but you're gonna get one. Maybe you don't have one. Maybe you'll win and you'll have one. But yes, you're gonna get one of those. And by the way, these are great little flashlights. You know, I've got one right here that this is their newest one that had come out. I mean, 90 lumens and it will run 45 minutes. You know, in a pinch, that'll really help you. So, nothing to be sneezed at. Then we have, up next in the giveaway, is going to be a Shieldon multi-tool. Brand new in the box. I have one here that's open. And this is a great little multi-tool. I think I showed this on the channel before. You've got your saw blade. Then up next, you have your scissors. Oh, saw blade, and let's get the next one out. I'm sorry, next you have your little screwdriver, bottle opener, can opener, wire stripper. Then you have, after that, they don't make it easy, my big fat fingers. Then you have a Phillips with a set of files. Then you have your scissors. And all these tools lock, by the way. So you have your scissors there. And the scissors are actually pretty good on this. And then lastly, you have your Tanto blade. So, yep. So you're gonna get one of those. And it's pretty, I mean, it's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's a great little pocket tool. And you said you're getting one brand new in the box. Then we have everybody's favorite knife, the Ozark Trail. And I had done a video on this talking about if this was the replacement for the orange Ozark Trail. Well, actually, I like this one better. It's not as good as steel. I mean, it's not a D2, it's a lesser steel. They don't even tell you what it is, so I'm gonna guess it's like a 440A. But the action on this and the lock just feel better. It feels a little bit better in the hand. So yes, it's not an expensive knife, but it's one of many things you're gonna get. So I hope you like that. That's going in there. Hey, Waylon. Then we're gonna have another Ozark Trail knife. And this is an Ozark Trail fixed blade, full tang. I have one of these that I was playing around with, tested out. Not a bad knife, Could probably use some sharpening right out of the box. It's not the sharpest, but it's a really nice shape. And comes with this plasticky sheath. It's not Kydex, and it has a clip that's built in so you can't scout strap it, but you can pop that off and then add other straps if you really want. This is a good one just to throw in the car in a glove box and bang around with it, But so we're looking so far at 2 knives, flashlight, multi-tool, sticker pack, and now what we're looking at is a knife from Sencut. And this is one of my favorite knives. This is the Sencut Brazoria. I think it's called the Brazoria. This is a D2 steel flipper liner lock. And I have 2 of these. And you're gonna get an option. This one is the jade handle with your stone wash. And then I have another one here that I do have a lanyard on because I did carry this for one day just to kind of test it out. And this one is in your maroon and your PVD coated D2 steel blade. And again, that's a Sencut. So you'll have your choice. The winner will get a choice, whether they want the jade handle one or the maroon handled one. I originally thought I was going to keep this one, but I said, you know what? Let's give the winner the option. So that's what's in the prize pack. So you're getting 3 knives, multi-tool, flashlight, sticker pack. So I hope that's kind of what everybody wants and what everybody likes. So yes, the Work Sharp guided fuel sharpener is a good sharpener. I have one. It's actually back there on the counter behind me. Definitely recommend one of those. Well, let's see if you win, 23 Hex. If you win, then definitely the maroon one will be yours. And I have the pouch for it. I have the pouch with all the accoutrements. I have the box. So, like I said, I did carry the maroon one just for one day to test it out, but it's perfect. Not even a mark on it, and the other one has never been carried. So, all right, how are we going to do this? I was originally going to use a comment picker and do a video, but I said, you know what? The numbers game is much more fun. So we have 26 people in here, and I want to play the numbers game. So I'm going to write a number in this pad, and I'm going to give you the range first. And mods, I'm going to need your help on this, but also play as well. You're all invited to play the game. So we're going to go from 100 to 300. So the range is going to be 100 to 300. Okay. Now don't start putting numbers in until I say start, because I want to go over some of the rules. One, EDC King 217. How are you? No, guys. No. Hold those. Hold. No entries yet. No entries. Keep your numbers there. I want to go over the rules. So, all right. First of all, this is a giveaway only for the United States. Or if you're not in the United States, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too expensive to send outside the United States. So I apologize for that. But it is for the U.S. residents only. You have to be a subscriber to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, right away go and subscribe. So I really want it to be a subscriber that wins. So I'm going to make that a requirement. You have to be a channel subscriber, and I'll be able to check that. And there you go, Kelly. Thank you for putting that up. One guess only. No multiple accounts. You will be disqualified if you do. U.S. shipping only. All right. So, again, the range is going to be between 100 and 300. I'm going to write a number on the pad. I'm going to close said pad. So numbers on the first page there. And if one of the mods would like to put up the green light, and we can go, and that we'll start it. So we've got a bunch of guesses coming in so far. And remember, it is, if nobody gets it exact, it's closest to the number without going over. So, yeah, EDC King, put it back in, that's fine. LCAP, you're playing for Norway Troy? Excellent. That's what we mean. Do something nice for somebody. Or do something kind for somebody. I always get that wrong. But definitely. I'm looking at the numbers coming in. We got some good guesses in there. No, not do something nice for somebody, although that would be funny. That would be funny. No, it's do something kind for somebody. And in this community, that means a lot. And it's something I know almost everybody in the community really tries to live by. So, yeah, 23 hex, you're only allowed one guess. So, you may want to go back and retract one of those guesses. So we'll give it like another 5 minutes, just to make sure everybody here had time to subscribe. Oh, 23 hex, don't do that. You're going to confuse people. So, 23 hex, where are you located? If you're not in the US, if you don't mind me asking. Yep, it's 100 to 300 range. Correct. You're in Australia. Nice. That's pretty awesome. I have a couple of people who watch the channel who are in New Zealand, which I know is not Australia, but same part of the world, you know. Oh, you're guessing for a choice of this send cut or this send cut. They're the same knife, just different color, maroon and jade. You're guessing for the Shieldon multi-tool, the Olight flashlight, your Ozark Trail folding knife, and Ozark Trail fixed blade. So altogether, you're guessing for 3 knives, a flashlight, and a multi-tool, and a prize pack of all kinds of stickers and other swag. So it's a nice package of stuff. And yes, US shipping only. Yeah, I heard that. 23 hex. Absolutely. 23 hex, years ago, I was on a ski trip and I met a girl from Australia. And we hung out the whole night drinking wine and just talking. And it was one of the coolest nights I ever had in my life. We basically set up, like we met at like 8 o'clock at night, like 8 in the morning the next day. We were going to breakfast, just hanging out, drinking wine. And oh, it's such a blast. And just meeting someone from Australia, like she kind of explained to me a lot. And that's basically what I spoke to her about all night was Australia, because I had never been there, obviously, and I was so curious about it. And then I had her explain Vegemite to me, and I still doesn't sound appealing. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've met quite a few Australians in my time, and every one of them has been very, very nice. So, all right, folks. I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to run it to 11:45? Let's run it to 11:45 just to make sure everybody's in. So, all right. But yeah, every Australian I met has been really cool. So, I know I showed you guys this last week, but there's some people here who weren't here last week. I want to show you this. This was my very first real knife that I ever got. My parents got me this when I turned 17, and I've had this now for, oh, I don't know, 37 years, and it's just one of my favorite knives. This is the Victorinox Champion. This preceded the Swiss Champ. This was before the Swiss Champ, and this was discontinued in 1987. And I got it in 1987. The last year they made it. Again, they made it, they had replaced it. But I have had this knife, like I said, all these years. It means a lot to me because my parents gave it to me, and unfortunately both of them have passed away. But I have taken this on every major hike, every major camping trip that I've ever been on. And, if you look at it, it's got a couple of little, wear marks and stuff, but overall, it's held up really well. The liners have a slight pitting, but nothing major. It's the blades themselves, everything is very clean on this. I've kept it in really good shape. I've had it sharpened over the years. I mean, excellent, excellent tool. Probably the best tool I own. So, it's not really filed down that much because I use believe it or not, I don't use the blades on my Swiss Army knife as much because I'm always carrying some other type of knife that has a blade. I use it more for all the other tools, No, this is not one with the pliers. This has Phillips screwdriver, has magnifying glass, has basically everything in it, but it does not have the pliers. This was prior to that, so. 23 hex is going to be the same way for me. I primarily watch YouTube more than anything else, but what's my current EDC? Well, that changes on the daily. I literally change my multi-tool. I change my watch out every day. I change my knives out every day. I have a large, large collection. So like today I was carrying the Spyderco Persistence, and as a secondary, I was carrying the Goblin as a fifth pocket carry. So I swap out my knives like every day. So tomorrow I will probably be carrying the Pickled Steel because I haven't actually carried it yet. But all right, folks, we're at 11:44. If anybody hasn't guessed, guess now because we're going to stop it and we're going to go for the winner. So, all right, mods. If somebody wants to put up a stop sign, I think it's been long enough. So So if we can just get the stop sign up, and that would be great. Thank you, Kelly. You're the best. All right. So the number I picked was 274. 274. Now, I lost track of the numbers, but I don't think I saw 274. Ron Crow is 267. That looks to be the closest so far. Ron, I think you're the winner. Yep, 267, Ron Crow. You are the winner. Congratulations, my friend. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. You know, Ron's been a big supporter of the channel, as a lot of you have been as well, you know. But congratulations, Ron. So, Ron, I'm going to reach out to you. I know I can reach you on Facebook or Instagram. Either way, I'll reach out to you. I'll get your information, and I'll probably get this out Friday, because that's the next time I'll be at the post office. But I'll box all this up and get it out to you on Friday. And now, Ron, you want to hear something funny? I have your stickers here, but I misplaced where I put them, so I didn't put one in the giveaway. So it seems really convenient that you won. It's funny how things work out. Congratulations, Ron. That's great. And like I said, I'll get all this out. Ron, which color do you want? Do you want the maroon handle one? Or do you want the, wherever I put it? Where the heck did I just put it? Or the jade handle one, wherever I just placed it down. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. But maroon handle or jade handle, even though this is not the same knife. Am I out of my mind? There it is, sorry. All right, Ron. There it is. Your choice, maroon or jade. Just let me know which one you want, and it's yours. And if you want, I can leave the lanyard on the maroon one if you choose that one. If not, I can take it off or whatever. So, just let me know, Ron. Maroon, you got it, Ron. The maroon one is yours. So, I will put that in its case, and all this is yours. So, congratulations, Ron. So, and really, thank you everybody for showing up. I do appreciate it, and I really appreciate the support. Like I said, going over 1,000 channel members this week was just, it blew me away. Because, like I said, I was doing motorcycle content for a long time and doing roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, kind of all kinds of funky stuff. And then I decided, after I had the last motorcycle crash, that one, I was slowing down on the bike, although I plan to be back at it again. But also, motorcycle content is so difficult to edit and record and get out, and especially working a full-time job. And I was like, well, what can I do on YouTube that I really love? Well, I've been into knives my whole life. Grizzle Bear, how are you doing, buddy? Grizzle Bear, I gotta get in touch with you about making a couple of things for me. So I think I'm connected with you on Instagram. So I gotta reach out to you, talk to you about some things. Gotta talk to you about some things, you know? But so I decided, like I said, I decided that I wanted to go the knife route, because as the knife and EDC route for me, you know, like everybody else, in 2020, we were all home, we were watching a lot of TV, and I really got obsessed with EDC stuff. And like, I've had EDC camping gear, knives, hiking gear my whole life. I mean, basically, I've been camping since I was a little kid, whether it be going out with my aunt and uncle, my parents. I mean, my aunt and uncle had a huge farm, and they basically taught me how to camp by giving me some equipment and saying, you know, they had many, many acres of land. They're like, go get lost in the woods, camp, you know, we'll check up on you. So that's basically how I got started in camping and my love of it, and never stopped. And my grandfather would take me fishing all the time. So outdoor stuff, even though I grew up in New York City, was my love, my passion. So I said, well, how can I apply that? I started doing the motorcycle videos and then added camping to that and then added camping gear. And then I really stopped. I stopped for about a year doing any type of motorcycle content. And I was just doing like roadside oddities and that kind of stuff. And that was a lot of fun, but not everybody's interested in that. And then I found the knife community, and the YouTube knife community. Everybody here has been great, really, really great. And I got to tell you, I love all you guys, really. I love hanging out. You know, it's funny. I actually look forward sometimes, instead of going out and doing things, to hanging out in the chats with everybody, whether it be on G-Ball's channel, Beez's channel, Legion Steel, everybody's channels. I mean, I wind up being in all of them at some point. Metal Complex, Knives Fast. I mean, Ron. I like the fact that Ron Crow is doing lives now. You know, that's great. I unfortunately was not home to watch Ron's today, but I'll catch up on it. I think I'll watch the replay of it probably once I'm done here. So, but yeah, I really love the community, and everybody's been so great, and everybody's been so helpful, and we all have our channels, and we're all kind of in competition with each other, but the reality is we're all kind of helping each other. I mean, Metal Complex didn't have to give me that push the other day, you know? And he did, and that got me over the 1,000. At times, Beez has helped me promote my channel. G-Ball Vision has helped me promote the channel. Zach stuff, Big Red EDC. By the way, love Zach stuff, love Big Red EDC, Rob's Nerdy Knives, love all these channels. Love Barbie Chambers channel. Hey, Rolf, you missed a giveaway. Just so you know, Ron Crow won the big giveaway. But yeah, I love hanging out with everybody. And I feel like, even though a lot of you folks I've never met personally, but I feel like we're all friends. Like we have this common bond. We like to help each other out. And the community is just fantastic. You know, you guys have heard me talk about it before. I was big into the guitar community. And the guitar community is by far the worst community on the face of the planet. Those people, one, every person who's ever looked at a guitar thinks they know everything about a guitar, you know? And, you know, with that being said, it gets too competitive, too cutthroat. People just bash each other, and it's just not fun. The knife community, man, it's such a, I wouldn't say peace and harmony, because, you know, there's always some drama somewhere, but I've experienced very little of it. So, you know, hey, Twisted Sis, glad you stopped by. I really appreciate it, you know. But like I said, I love all you guys. This is just a fun community, you know. And we get to play with knives. And what's more fun than playing with knives, you know? There's nothing like the sound of hearing this. And some live streams, like my buddy Weldon Carey, he, have this constant in the background because he's always fidgeting with his knives. And quite frankly, I don't mind. I love that sound, you know? So, and a big shout out to Weld. I know he's not here. He's got school tomorrow, but he's another one who's been a real friend of the channel. So, but yeah, Titanium Justin as well. You know, I can make a list of people who have been real friends of the channel, and I really do love all of you guys. It's really cool. So, now, anybody doing any late night snacks tonight? And there's still 21 of us here, because I don't know. You know, I've been losing weight, and I really don't eat anything bad, but I think I'm gonna have an apple with peanut butter before, you know, because I'll be up for another couple of hours. So later, War Room, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. So, anybody else doing some late night snacks? Again, I'm gonna be doing some sliced apples and peanut butter. Keep it on the healthy side. But, and it's almost midnight here, and I'm still drinking coffee because that's what I do. Celery and peanut butter, that's not a bad combo, because you kind of got that nice salty, you know, with the peanut butter that is a little sweet but also salty. Really makes a nice combination. So also you got that nice crunch. Yogurt with some sliced banana. I'm a huge fan of bananas. My wife does not like bananas. So when we buy bananas, they're all for me. Yeah, they do have lots of carbs, but much better than cake and cookies and everything with that. And if you, what helps is, and this is came from right from the dietitian, was that if you have your peanut butter with the apples, that they almost to an effect, and I know there's a chemical composition as to why, but they almost cancel each other out. Yeah, I have to be careful. My wife has a lot of allergies to certain things. Dairy. My wife can't have dairy, which kills me because I'm a cheese fanatic. Ooh, mac and cheese. Okay, what kind of mac and cheese are you making? Is it Kraft macaroni and cheese? Is it homemade? Is it Stouffer's? Spill the beans on the macaroni and cheese. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Brandon. Grizzle Bear, I know that. When my mom was alive, she was allergic to everything. Homemade, you can't beat homemade mac and cheese, you know? Absolutely. And if you really want to be bad, just throw some bacon on top of it. Just saying. Not that I would ever do that, you know? But yeah, Grizzle Bear, my mom was really allergic, and a lot of times she didn't even know what she was allergic to because it would change as she got older. We had to rush her to the hospital one time because she ate a strawberry, and her face and throat and everything blew up to the point where she was having trouble breathing, and we had to rush her to the hospital. And thank God we were in New York City at the time. We were literally only 5 minutes from the hospital, so we were able to get her in there in time. But she was having a real hard time with breathing. Turned out she was allergic to nuts, certain fruits, you know. Cooking, there you go. Gnarly Charlie, that is awesome. Nothing like bacon on top of mac and cheese. So, yep. Gnarly, where are you located anyway? Just curious. That's the one thing I know where some of you guys are located. I don't know where everybody's located. I'm here in the Northeast in New Jersey. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Definitely come back. We're gonna have some fun with more fun with these live streams. I'm gonna be doing them now. I think every Sunday from 11 to 12. For a little while, I was jumping on while Big Red was away on vacation. I was jumping on his slot on Saturday from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. One, it's really late for me because I'm on the East Coast. Oh, Tacoma, Washington. Okay. Wow. Washington State is a beautiful area. Really is. I mean, some of the scenery out there is just mind blowing. Portland, Oregon. I've never been to Portland, but I have friends who are from there, or actually moved there. They were originally in Denver and they moved to Portland, and they really love it out there. Central Kansas, very cool. So that's good. We got people from all over the place, and we have people from Australia, which is great. You know, Interesting fact, when you look at the analytics for my channel, obviously the United States is number one. The number two country watching my videos is Germany. Germany. Would never have expected that. And then followed by Canada and, England and so forth, Australia and down the line. But surprisingly, the most closed captions are not Spanish, which is what I thought they would be. It's Italian. You gotta look at the, Alabama. Very cool. Very cool. I've been through Alabama. I basically traveled the entire East Coast. I've been all up and down from Canada, all the way down to Florida, all the way out to the middle of the country. Kind of stopped there. Missed like the West Coast with the exception of California and Arizona. But there's that big chunk out west that I'm missing that I need to get to. But I've done almost all the East Coast. I shouldn't say I've done all the East Coast, most of the central part of the country. I love to travel. And then I was lucky I got to travel for work a little bit. East of Reno, okay. Reno, the smaller Vegas, so to speak. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate you staying up and watching this and helping me mod. You're the best. And by the way, Kelly, you were amazing at how fast you got this out to me. I appreciate that so much. I couldn't believe I got it in like 2 days. It blew my mind, especially with everybody complaining about the the postal service. That came to me so fast. I was just blown away by that, you know. So, but yeah, it's great that we've got people from all over the place. You know, I've spent a lot of time in Georgia. Well, Kelly, what I find real quick is that because I'm central to New York and New York's a big hub, that we have a tendency to get things very quick because most things fly into New York, and then where I am is just basically like they'll fly into either New York or Teterboro Airport, and from there, it's next day I usually get it. So, but yeah, I think it's because of where I live. I get things very quickly. I know some people who aren't by a big hub, it may take them much longer because it gets transferred from place to place to place, but yeah. Ron, you are correct. Yep. And then Vegas had that boom and everybody forgets about Reno. But I know a lot of people who would prefer to go to Reno. So, Vegas has now gotten to, what's they say, big for its britches. But all right, folks, we've been on over an hour, and we wanted to keep this to an hour because, yeah, it's going to be late here. It's midnight, and I do appreciate everybody stopping by. And if you're not a subscriber, think about subscribing. We're going to have more giveaways in the future as we get to the next set of milestones for the channel. We're about to break 125,000 views, which is important. We're very close to monetization. I need to just get the watch hours up a little bit more. And that'll be a huge thing because anything I make off of that will go right back into the channel as far as buying knives, buying other EDC gear. Because that's some of the other things. We're going to be doing other EDC gear other than knives, and I hope everybody likes that as well. A couple of the EDC videos I've done have done really well. So I want to branch out a little bit beyond knives, But yeah, absolutely. Love all the knife nerds. So yeah, if you haven't, like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please think about it. And I know most everybody who's here has subscribed. Ron, I'll reach out to you and we'll get you out the prize. Like I said, it'll be going out on Friday. So, all right, everybody, I do appreciate everybody stopping by. I want you all to have a great night. Have a great week coming up. And until the next one, keep your blade sharp. All right, guys, good night.